Hi, thanks for meeting with me today, Mr. Dons.
Hello, Miss Bergman. Thanks for taking the chance to talk about my son.
All right, well, at the beginning of the school year, I assessed each of the students on their transitional skills to gauge their preparation for high school and life after schooling. And the reason why I wanted to schedule this conference today was kind of to talk about some of the areas of concern that I had from this assessment that TK took. I wanted to just sort of take a few moments to go over the scores and, more importantly, gather your input to develop a plan of action so that we can implement some of those, those plans for him this semester so he's not falling behind. And just to sort of provide a little bit of background information on the assessment that I'm providing the scores for, it's professionally known as the Brigance Transition Skills Inventory, or TSI. And it helps to assess the independent living, employment, and the additional post-secondary skills to support transition planning for middle and high school students. And this is an area that we're looking to sort of update on TK's IEP. Is that something that you would be interested in doing?
Yeah, I want him to have a successful transition into high school.
Okay. Well, some of the scores, we'll take a look at the data. Some of the scores to note on TK's mastery of 6 out of 12 items right here under the educational interest. So that was about 50% correct. He was able to correctly respond to clothing labels, 7 out of 11 items at a 63% correct rate. And then he was able to read 21 out of 24 clothing labels at 87%, so that was really good. And then he comprehended 13 out of 24 of the washing cleaning instructions at a 54% rate. So through interest surveys and interviews, there was another section that we had gathered information from him, and he was able to respond during interview questions. And he was able to express that he's interested in becoming a football player and playing in college and then eventually joining the NFL. And he also wants to be a businessman. So he's got some big aspirations that we think are definitely, achievable, but we want him to just sort of explore all of his options since he is very young and just kind of understand what it takes to achieve those sorts of goals. So because of where scores fell, kind of being within the lower range and where his goals are set, I feel that TK would benefit from coursework that focuses on building awareness of career opportunities and independent living skills, work ethics, and professional attitudes. How do you feel about TK being enrolled in a job readiness program to initiate some of these focuses for learning?
I think that's a great idea. He needs a job.
All right, good. So I understand that some of the skills tested are difficult for students to understand dependent on their roles in the household. Would you mind telling me a little bit about the responsibilities that TK has at home?
Yeah, he's responsible for some cleaning, does the dishes every night.
Wonderful. Well, that's really great to hear that he's responsible for cleaning up the kitchen. In addition to that, I have a packet of life skills here with me, and I'm happy to share this with you. We'll kind of go over it a little together. But the packet that I have, I give to all of our parents, and it just sort of contains a list of life skills that students should possess by certain ages. So this packet is supplementary to the assessment. However, with TK's scores, it appears that he's behind on the skills chart. And so students to the 13 to 15 range should be able to read fabric care labels, nutrition labels, do it, keep track of assignments independently and activities independently, among other skills. And then from observation in the classroom and through assessments like the TSI that we had given TK, I've noted that TK is behind and would benefit from coursework that teaches self-care skills, money management skills, time management skills, self-management skills, decision-making skills, home management skills, and interpersonal skills. Do you feel that there are any particular skills that you'd like him to improve upon?
He needs to do the laundry.
The laundry. Okay, we can definitely work on that and add that into the curriculum. Make sure that we kind of, are coming full force and really focusing on that as a learning goal. Is there anything that would be useful to you at home? I know
Uh,
you said the laundry. Sometimes, parents say that they need to work on listening. Um,
he definitely needs to work on listening and respecting what I say.
Okay, so listening and respect, we can definitely take a look and kind of teach to those things here at school, and we do teach to that, and always are working on following directions and giving students opportunities to practice speaking with respect. But we'll just kind of be able to tie that in a little bit better, understanding that these are goals at home. And so it's wonderful. I'm going to make note of all these focuses and add these components into our curriculum. TK is a really wonderful kid. He's always willing to share his opinion during group discussions, and he has a tremendous potential to be a leader in our classroom if he just kind of hones in that focus. So I know that he's definitely very capable and he's very intelligent, but we kind of just wanted to give him that extra opportunity and an extra push to really work on these independent skills so that his transition runs a little bit smoother. And so the plan for right now is that we're going to enroll TK in a job readiness course. We'll look at making changes to the IEP, and particularly in the post-secondary transition portion. This is a section that becomes more and more important as TK gets older and he is transitioning from middle school to high school, and then looking at what his options are after he is graduating high school, whether that's further education or looking into career opportunities. So do you have any questions for me at this point in time?
No.
No?
I think that's a good plan. Needs to keep growing and learning.
All right. Well, I'm glad that we're all on the same page. If anything does arise, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And thank you so much for meeting with us today, this afternoon. I'll just be sure to talk with TK in the morning, kind of go over what we have discussed in our meeting, and then sort of gather his input to see what his thoughts are in this process. I know that he got a little frustrated when taking the assessment, but he definitely seems motivated to share and discuss, what his future goals are. And so we couldn't ask for anything more when a kid just wants to express that. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and we'll keep up, with the progress, and we'll just keep in touch.
Thank you for your time.
You as well.